there's this whole conversation going on right now, and I remember talking to Chad about it. For those that don't know, TLDR, a couple of days ago, my grandma basically got into like a really bad coma. I think what happened, me being like, she has a lot of illnesses, right? She is old and she has a lot of illnesses. One of the big one that a lot of people are kind of like, it makes it a bit harder, is she suffers from dementia. So I guess, chat, guess what happens? Here's the thing, right? In Indonesia, if you send your parents to like a retirement home, even if it's like a medical care facility, you go to hell. Like, you are a horrible child for that. And I know that's not everywhere, but in here, no matter if you send them to the best one, like I'm talking 5-star hotel, you will be labeled as anak durhaka, you know. And durhaka is like, I don't know what durhaka is in English. I think ungrateful. Like, you are an ungrateful and fucked up kid. It's a stigma. It's definitely a stigma, because the idea is you're supposed to care for your parents, right?
I think your flavor should be called
Emo
Boy Sweat.
You know what, bro? Flavor named E-Girl Sweat. You're done. You're done, E-Girl Sweat. Yeah, it's a very common, like, Southeast Asia thing, I guess. The logic is your parents raised you growing up, so when your parents are at their most vulnerable, you need to take care of them too. So, my grandparents have dementia. We have tried, like, hiring... Brother, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I have tried hiring so many, like, nurses, right? Like, nurses will come over, take care of them, and then all of that stuff. None of them stayed. Because my grandparents are so fucking insufferable. I get it. I love them. Like, it's one of those things that, whether it's true or not, I still love them. They're my grandparents. But they are old. You know, like, they come from a generation where men will resolve conflict with a physical fight, and women are not allowed to go to school. Like, they come from that generation. And I've talked about this before. When I say my grandma is not the brightest bulb in the shed, I mean it. It's not her fault. She's never been to school. She is illiterate. Because growing up, women aren't supposed to go to school. Like, women can, but it's very not common. So, like, if you're a woman, they're kind of raising you to, like, cook and clean and, like, stitch and shit, you know, like house care stuff, right? So my grandma is illiterate. She doesn't know how to use an elevator. She doesn't know how to write. She doesn't know how to read. She is genuinely, like, when I say uneducated, it is what it is, right? It's a very common thing because they come from a very long ago generation. So now that they have dementia, chat, they have times of very crazy aggression. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like when I say she's uneducated, I don't want people to think she's ignorant. She is not. She is genuinely... She's never been to school. She has never been to school. She can't fucking read. And it's an actual problem. But what can I say? You know, back then it's different. And they're too old now. So you just kind of have to, like, take care of them until the end. They're very lovely, lovely people. But ever since they got dementia, it's kind of been a bit different. They have bouts of aggression, and none of the at-home care nurses are willing to take care of that. You know, like, and I get it. Like, if I was an at-home care nurse and I have to deal with 2 patients with dementia, and my granddad, my granddad used to fight in the war. That's another one of the lores, actually. My granddad used to fight in wars back then. So he is... I'm gonna say it, right? Is this cope? Probably, but my memories of him is he's always been a very gentle man. Like, I'm very close to them. I lived with them for a bit when I was younger. So, he's always been very gentle to me. And he's always been very caring to me. However, I would lie if I said that I've never seen him be aggressive. Because he is a very, very aggressive man. But at least to me, he's caring. And that's my coping mechanism. Flavor name idea, Jared Sweat Essential Juice. I am never naming it that, chat. Ooh. Yeah, like my granddad has dementia. He's also basically fought all his life. And he also has like wartime PTSD. it's a real struggle. It's not his fault. But being super honest, when I say they have bouts of aggressive moments, the aggression is fucking horrifying, right? Like, if it's like, oh, I get angry and I yell sometimes, that's one thing. No, dude. My granddad will not just yell. Like, he is a very physically, verbally, mentally aggressive man when he's like that. So I understand why a lot of care nurses do not stay for super long. And TLDR chat, what happened was, this was during the time that we haven't had a care nurse because the last one left. My grandma took the wrong meds and she overdosed. Period. And then she put herself basically in a comatose state. But that's why she's like stabilized. It could have been worse. It could have been like something died or like there's like some failure thing. It's very, very common, unfortunately. So they're like, yeah, she's better now. She's finally woken up. She's still in the hospital, but they're talking about like care. It's very complicated because everyone's like, we need to admit her to a care facility, right? Like that has to happen, but the stigma is kind of stopping everyone from doing that. I'm literally telling them, I'm like, listen, man, we need to submit, like, we need to put her into a care facility. There is, in a care facility, chat, care, like, at, like, not only will there be more than one nurse, right? They'll probably know how to handle it better because it's at their own turf. Like, imagine if you are a nurse and you have to come to a client's house and you are basically alone with your client that can get physically abusive. Like, if I was the nurse, I would not want to be there too. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be there. That's fucking scary. So I'm like, the best chance is just to admit them to to a care facility, but it's a whole thing. But thankfully, the good news is she's woken up, she's stabilized. The issue was she overdosed. Period. Stigma be damned. I want my loved ones to be cared for until the end of their life. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? If we did that, my grandparents will think we abandoned them. And until the end of their life, they will think that we hate them and we abandoned them. And that's the truth. So, stigma be damned, but they have the stigma, chat. If it's just like, what will other people say? That's not the problem. The problem is, what would they say? Like, they will hate our guts. So, it's a little tough. Carefully, the protocols to protect patients and staff. Yeah, that's nuts. That's why you visit them daily. That's another annoying thing. Because they live so far away, I can't visit them daily. They're very sweet. They're very, very sweet people. It's genuinely like, my granddad, he's more aggressive recently. I like to think it's because of dementia. I'm not gonna lie. I met them recently and there was a time where I'm like, ooh, I have to be careful around my granddad because it's nice when he knows who I am. But when he doesn't know who I am, he can be a little tough to deal with. I'm gonna be very honest with you. He's a little tough. Find a place that's local to you. We are trying right now. We're definitely like trying to look at all our options. It's all tough because if we bring it to where I am, the rest of the family can't see them, right? Because our family is like scattered apart. Like, I have people who live in a different city. I'm in a different city. Some are still in the hometown. All the family's like scattered, so it's kind of tough. Is it because of the illness? Yes. And he also has wartime PTSD. And he's fought a lot in his younger years. Me being like, my granddad was into some shit. My family was into some shit back in our day. They're better now. You know, they've definitely mellowed out and aim to live a peaceful life. But way back then, Indonesia was not the most peaceful place. And in order to make a living, some may have to resort to more aggressive ways of life. Smiles. Me being like, how do I word this? In order to survive, one must do what they need to, and I understand that. So, yeah, no, like, it's not even just my granddad. You need not say more. Thank you, chat. You get what I'm saying. It's not even just my granddad. We have a lot of people in our family that's low-key like that. So it's like they're not aggressive because they choose to be peaceful, right? But what happens when they have dementia and they don't remember and they think they are still fighting in something? Like they are in a situation where they need to defend themselves at any given time. Boom. It's tough. It's really, really tough. And the biggest issue, chat, is, well, very transparent. Guns are not legal in this country unless you are like part of the army or something. It's not legal in this country. However, I like to think there are very horrifying weapons, because we do have a lot of very weird looking weapons. And my granddad keeps them in his house. I think I've told you guys about this. I've talked about this before. Oh, brother. My granddad keeps a lot of weapons in his house. Not guns, no. But like secret 20 other things. Yeah, one doesn't need a gun to kill or hurt. Weirdly enough, that's what my granddad liked to told me. Like he told me that back then. Where it's like, a weapon is only as good as the person wielding it. And I'm like, true. No, there's a lot. Like my granddad also used to... This is the same granddad that practiced black magic, mind you. Love him though. We still believe in stuff like that. Indonesia, we believe in like... We're very, you know, superstitious. My granddad used to practice black magic. He also fought wars. He was a very aggressive man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't mean this in a bad way. I love him. He's always been very gentle to me. Because I was a crybaby. He is a very stubborn, aggressive man, but I was a very stubborn crybaby. So my granddad had like a soft spot for me because if he yelled at me, I will cry. And I go like, but I want to spend more time with you and I don't want to go. And then I think like there is a me-sized hole in his heart and he just can't be aggressive to me. That's why all my memories of him are very sweet. He can't be mean to me. Like, I remember one time, I was wrong, right? Like, I made a mistake. My dad was, like, scolding me about it. And at that time, my dad also had a little bit of anger issues. It was a back then thing. But my dad was scolding me about it a little bit too hard. And my granddad literally, like, slapped the shit out of my dad. I was wrong, though. I made a mistake. Like, I was a kid. I made a mistake. And then my dad scolded me a little too hard. And my granddad's like, oi! Don't talk to her like that. And I was like, ah. So when I was a kid, if I got in trouble with my parents, I would go to my granddad because I know my granddad would never do that to me. And then we moved and it's GG. And then we moved so far away. And then my shield, it got taken away from me. And now I have to learn the consequences of my actions. Oh, brother. You're telling me I could have grown up being a spoiled brat, but no, now I have to learn the consequences of my actions. Oh, brother, this shit stinks. I want to make mistakes and I don't want to experience the consequences. Are you crazy? No. So it's kind of nuts. But not only is my granddad aggressive, he knows how to wield his weapons, bro, and he keeps them. There are weapons in the living room. There are weapons in the kitchens. There's weapon in his bedroom. He keeps them everywhere. So we're all a little bit worried about that specifically. Spoiled donkey. Fuck you, TU. That was like one of the things we're worried about because it's not like he doesn't have it. Do they keep them? Do he keeps them maintained? Two, yes. The rest, no. The rest he just kind of keeps as like, he calls them souvenirs. Or like memory tokens, you know? Because it's like his time in the war. And he keeps them as like memories. But he does maintain 2 of them. Yeah, it's one of them, chat. We have this weapon. It basically looks like a sickle. Right? But it's like short and it's jaded.
He's here.
That's crazy.
Spend some time with them and ask them lots of questions about their past. Dementia may remove the mind of the present, but often their memories of the past are still good, And if you can unlock some lore you didn't know, it will give you better memories of them overall. Eve.
Even bad memories can be funny looking back. I've been doing that. I have been doing that recently. I said this last stream. My funniest lore is my grandma does not remember who I am. Even when she's like recently. Like, it's been getting worse. There were times like she would remember me, sometimes she doesn't. Recently, the times of her not remembering me is bigger than her remembering me. That might sound sad, but the funny part of it is because I would be like, she'll be like, who are you? And I'm like, it's me. I'm Michi. I'm Michi, Grandma. And she was like, no, you're not. Michi's obese. Her memory of me, chat, is when I was a fat baby. And she is so convinced that I am a fat baby. And there is no way I am Michi because I am not fat, nor am I a baby. So she would look me dead in the eye and go, you're not Michi. Michi's obese. With her full chest, dead ass. And I'm like, yeah, right. That was a long time ago. No, like, my grandma's memory, it's been getting a little worse and worse, right? At least she still remembers my name. But I don't look like how I looked like when I was younger. Like, I feel like I've changed a lot. Because back then, dude, I've told the story too. I have Botox on my face, right? Because I just want to look so... Because I have bruxism. My favorite... I always like to tell people that's like, oh my god, I like having Botox on my face. It's because I have bruxism and my muscles are so bad that I need a fuck ton of them in order to like make it stop chewing my teeth to the nerve, basically. So the plus and minus of Botox is it makes your face slimmer, right? So my face is like slimmer than usual and I've lost a fuck ton of weight. So now I literally look like skinnier 100% than when I was younger. So like a lot of me looks so different that my grandma, I would be like, it's me, it's Michi. And she'll be like, no, you're not. Michi is obese. Who are you, stranger? So it's kind of sad, but also really fucking funny. It sucks that their memories can just disappear like that. It does. It's not something that I'm like really sad about now because they've had dementia for years, right? Like, it's one thing to be shocked about it. It's another to basically spend years and years kind of seeing them change like that. So you're at that point. I will always say this, chat. Having your loved ones suffer from dementia means that you will have to grieve twice. It sucks, but that's the truth. People grieve once. Dementia makes you grieve twice because first, like, you will basically grieve for, you know, when they're gone, but you will basically, they are still there, but they are also gone. You grieve differently. And it's a very shitty, weird feeling. Fuck you, man. Yeah, it's something that you just have to come to terms with it. Because if they see you and they remember you and the first thing they see in your eyes is grief and sadness, I think they would feel like shit. That's how I see it. Like, I will always try to be as positive as possible about this because, like, they're not forgetting everything permanently, right? Like, there will be times where they're lucid, they remember things, they're completely fine, they know everything going on. And when that happens and they see you and the first emotion they see in your face is like pity or sadness or grief, I think it will ruin their mood. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be a heavier burden on them. So I want to always be a bit more optimistic. So when they are lucid, the first thing they see in my face is excitement. Because I think that'll be great. Like, the first thing they see is like me being happy. And I'm excited to like hang out with them. Because I think that will cheer them up a bit more. Aga. That's why I'm like not talking about in a sad way. You grieve when you can. There are different types of grief that happens. You grieve when you need to, but sometimes, chat, don't bottle it up because you do not want that kind of grief. I'm gonna be real. Deal with it at your own pace in your own time. Just do not bottle it up, bro. Because that shit is the kind of grief that will hit you randomly in a winter day. Not even winter, bro. It'll hit you in the summer. Out of nowhere. Out of the blue. And you can't control it anymore. And that shit sucks. It sucks. When dealing with something who has someone who has it, you have to play things out in a way that fits their narrative. Yes. Exactly. Like sometimes, bro, I've said this to my brother, and my brother's like, "You're so fucked up for that." But I was talking to my brother about it, right? Because we're both kind of like a little gloomy about it. So I was like, "Man, I just kind of wish she's like, I hope she's okay." Like my brother said that. It's like, "I hope she's okay," and I'm like, "Yeah, let's hang out with her so we can LARP more." And he was like, "There is no way. You just called it LARPing." I'm like, "Oh, listen, bro, like, we're fucking sad. Let me just get a chuckle out of this, man, please." But it's not wrong. Am I crazy? One time, my grandma was so convinced I was the cleaning lady. So there I was, broom in hand, being like, "Tell me about your life, random old lady. Go on." It's like, "Yep, that's me. I am the cleaning lady. Let me just swipe your floor as you tell me about your life story for whatever you remember." Oh, exactly. Bro playing motherfucker, I'm just acting at this point. How much did you clean? A good amount. I'm pretty good at cleaning, actually. Like, my grandma has thought about me in so different ways, but my favorite lore is she doesn't remember me because she is so convinced that I am not myself, as I am not fat. Damn. The downsides of losing weight, guys. Yikes. My uncle had Alzheimer's, and we were visiting him in his care facility, and one of other patients went up to the receptionist while we were there and tried to order a beer. Oh my god, dude. My granddad used to smoke so much. Like, my granddad was a chimney. He would smoke like packets and packets a day. Not even in a week. A day, dude. He's the same grandpa that told me, it's like literally him mid-smoke being like, "Nah, the people that tell you that smoking can kill you are lying, bro. The only time that a cigarette can kill you is if you choke on it. Ark, ark, ark." That's not true. Do not smoke, right? If you're smoking, I hope you work on, slowly getting over it or whatever. But no, it's true. Smoking does kill you. But my granddad likes to say, like, the only way cigarettes can kill you if you choke on it. That's my granddad. So he stopped smoking by cold turkey. Like, he literally cold turkey stopped smoking cigarettes. Every time he had the urges for it, he would just eat a fuck ton of licorice. That's my granddad. Recently, he's been mad because he can't find his cigarettes. And we had to explain to him that he has stopped smoking. And he's like, "What kind of pussy stopped smoking?" He's like, "You calling me a pussy, huh? You think I can't handle my smoke? You got..." And we have to be like, "No, granddad, like, you stopped smoking. You literally stopped smoking. You do not want to smoke." And he's like, "What kind of pussy stopped smoking? I'm a man." I'm like, "All right, buddy." He said it to himself. You must eat more so your grandma remembers you. Chat, when I was a kid, I was such a chubby fucking baby. Okay? Like, I was such a chubby fucking baby. I don't think I would ever be able to duplicate that level of chubbiness and babiness. Because I don't have a baby face anymore. It was for a bet and you won. Oh my god, chat. I am hoping to god he forgets the fact that he used to be a gamble addict. I am hoping and praying that he will never remember that time in his life where he was a gamble maniac. Like, I'm not kidding. A lot of my family, I've talked about this before. I come from a family of gamblers, right? However, I also come from a family of fucking losers. So, a lot of my family loves gambling. They also rarely win. My grandpa included. So, I kind of hope he doesn't remember that. Because I know I can mention the top of my head the handful of people in the family that will need to support that addiction. And I'll have to step out of that one. And I don't know how to break that news to him, brother. Listen, I'm already funding my grandma here. My grandma has been into mahjong. Thankfully, she's not like full on gambling, and she's been winning. But I told my family this, like, I want to support them, right? Like, my biggest life goal is I want to be able to support my family and take care of my family. So as they're growing older, they can relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they want to work and that's how they relax, feel free. But I want them to do something they love. I don't want them to, like, work to the bone till the end of time type shit. So I'm like, listen, man, I want to support you. I will do everything I can to support you, as long as it's not gambling and it's not an unhealthy addiction. Like, those are my only boundaries, and I've made it very, very clear. The moment my family decides to like do anything like, oh, I want to start like, I don't know, gambling, I'm out. I'm pulling the funds. I'm not supporting that shit. Same thing with like, if let's say they want to start drinking or smoking, I'm not funding that shit. Like, that is, you have to do it yourself, and I can't do it. So the only exception has been my grandmother. I can't say no to my... This is a different grandma. This is my other grandmother. Weirdly enough, chat, if you think about it, right? My family is... they have a fuck ton of health problems. They smoke. They gamble. My grandma can't hold her drink. Like, she is the type of grandma that would be like, oh, let's grab tea in the afternoon and order cocktails. That's my grandma. And they are old as fuck and they're alive. So, like, if you think about it, like, my granddad used to be a smoking addict, right? And then he's like, I mean, I'm still alive. And I'm like, yeah, how the fuck? I ain't complaining, but how the fuck are you? What the fuck? I don't know, bro. You're kind of crazy about that. All I'm saying, man, it's a genetic thing, you know? Yeah, we got genetic debuff, but we are kind of tough like that. Ooh. But my grandma has been really into mahjong. I can't say no to that. She's saying it's a hobby, not an addiction. We'll see how that goes, chat. We will see how that goes. They have all the debuffs and are still... Yeah, they're still kicking. It's kind of nuts.
Quick word from our sponsor, me, myself and I. We have a new Gamer Subs flavor out now called Kissy Kissy Passion that tastes just like me. What? A delicious passion fruit mango. So yum yum. Try for yourself today. Thanks!
Oh, happy anniversary, Numi!
Sorry, I just forgot to turn my anime mode on.
Oh,
Anyways, you just reminded me that today's the day.
the day? Friday?
Yes! Friday the 20th, the day my 5-year anniversary merch drop goes live.
Aw, shit!
Yes, sir. For a limited time, you can grab a special anniversary cup, a shirt, tech deck, and a skateboard.
Norway.
But wait, there's more. You also have a limited time to grab my favorite piece of merch, the work jacket. God, I love it so much.
Oh my god, I'll take 20.
No.
Why?
But you guys watching can. Grab yours now while they're still available.
Wait,
Yippee!
why can't I get one?
Because you fucking suck.
No, you suck.
You get. You
Girl, I get it.
Guys, are you a Noomba? Or do you like hot ladies, hot demon ladies? First of all, ladies nuts in your mouth. You can use code NUMI. It's code NUMI, right? Is it code NUMI? It has to be code NUMI. Why would it not be code NUMI? For 10% off! So you get some pre-order on the V-cards because Numi's is in set 3 as well. You can try and get your hands on some Numi V-cards so that next time you go on a meet and greet, you can ask her to sign them. But also check out Kissy Kissy Passion. It is literally my favorite flavor in Gamer Subs. So, if you like passion fruits, check out Kissy Kissy Passion. For your daily caffeinated drink, and if you don't like caffeine, there's a caffeine-free version too. It's sugar-free. It has daily nutrition in there too, so you should check that out.